How's it going, everybody? It's your world champion here, and this arc review is going to be a bit different. First of all, just to get some stuff out of the way, be sure, comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this fight and anything you have to say about it. Be sure to like the video. It helps with the algorithm and all that to let them know, hey, this content's pretty good. Be sure to check out the Void Century Club as well. Their link is down below. You can talk about anything anime, manga related over there. And be sure to subscribe to the channel because I am doing a very special promotion this month where if I get up to 800 subs by the end of June, I will read some Sonic fan fiction during a live stream. So that should be fun for all to enjoy. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Naruto versus Sasuke Part 2. A quick little thing. So, as I've said throughout this whole arc review series, especially pertaining to Naruto, Naruto means a lot to me. Naruto was that series for me growing up that really taught me a lot of lessons and a lot of ways to be a good person and how to treat other people and others around me. This fight just kind of, it's one of those things in a series that just trumps all the bad stuff that happened before it. Especially Kaguya, but we already talked about Kaguya, and this is why I separated the two, because technically this fight happens during that arc, but I wanted to talk about it separately because it deserves its own video, its own talking points and all that. Ever since I started this arc review series, there were two videos I was really looking forward to talking about the most. The one was the Pain arc, and as you saw, that one was about an hour long, and it really dove into what I thought of pain and this whole idea of the cycle of hatred. And this arc is really no different. This definitely shows the themes that we've seen all throughout Naruto, all before, Kaguya started. And it just all is coming to a head. And so let's just kind of dive right in. Let's talk about Naruto versus Sasuke Part 2. So, of course, starting with where we left off, we have basically everybody being returned to the real world and all that. And Naruto and Sasuke, they talk to the Sage of Six Paths. He basically asks them, hey, did any of your answers change from what we talked about in this previous life, in this other space that we talked about? Naruto's answer didn't change, and neither did Sasuke. Sasuke, he wants to just basically destroy everything and keep everything, basically become the Hokage of the shadows. And of course, that's when he activates his Rinnegan, says he's going to kill all the Kage, captures all the tailed beasts, getting ready to kill all them. But first, he needs to take care of Naruto. So a nice little moment too here where like the tailed beasts kind of, they start to realize, okay, we're going to go separate our own separate ways and all that. And if we need to come together, we'll just meet up inside Naruto since he has all of our chakra. And they kind of tease Kurama a little bit of going back into Naruto. So that was kind of cool. So Sasuke basically says, Naruto, we need to have this out. You and me, mano a mano, because if you're still alive, I can't do what I want to do and be the Kage that I want to be. And so after using some genjutsu on Sakura, which Kakashi makes mention that, yes, it's kind of stupid that Sakura still is in love with Sasuke. And that's a big talking point with Sakura's character. But I'll save that conversation for later, I think, because it kind of ties in with a conversation I want to have later on. But just know that I actually, as many issues as I have with Sakura, this is one of those times where I kind of am behind her. But anyways, Sasuke and Naruto leave, and we end up where we had our other fight, the final valley. And this is where Naruto and Sasuke kind of talk about their ideals to each other and how they each see the Kage. Naruto believes that the Hokage should be somebody that walks in front of their comrades and takes on their burdens and all that. Whereas Sasuke, he thinks that he should just be an immortal being that will be the enemy, the common enemy, because that's what the ninja world had with Tobi and Madara, the Akatsuki, Kaguya, all of them. That's why everybody came together in order to fight, because they had a common enemy. So Sasuke wants to become that common enemy so that way there can still be peace. So that's how he's going to become the Hokage in the shadows. And this talk is very interesting because I keep mentioning Itachi. Itachi this, Itachi that. Itachi taught them both something to gain from all of this. And in the end, they kind of both took it a different way. So this is basically what they're fighting for, is who is right. And oh boy, do they fight. So this is going to be the part of the video where I just gush about this fight. It is by far the best choreography wise you can see in an anime. Even in the manga, it's amazing because okay, we're just gonna talk about we're just gonna gush over it step by step by step. So it starts, there's no music at all, none at all in this first opening bit of the fight. You just see Naruto and Sasuke running down, and it starts off like from the past. So when they were just little kids, just training and having sparring matches and all that at school. It starts as them just like running down as kids, then going down, becoming like when they became ninja, and then their final valley confrontation where Naruto was in Tail Beast mode and Sasuke was in Curse Mark 2 mode, and they clashed during that time. And then it goes into like their beginning of Shippuden modes, and then their battle modes, and then they clash. Oh my gosh. And then it's just like the style that not the style, the oh my gosh, it's so good, and I can't like even come into words how good this was. You need to watch it. Again, no music happening, you just hear sound effects. And you kind of do like a lot of zooming in, zooming out. So you hear like punches and kicks from a distance and up close. But all the meantime, Sasuke is just keeping Naruto from using his Shadow Clone Jutsu. And he does make mention of it throughout the fight too, that the Shadow Clone Jutsu is a front for Naruto's loneliness, which we'll get to in a little bit. But god damn, just that whole technique, the whole idea of Sasuke using like Naruto's own hands, also alluding to something coming up soon, to form hand signs in order to fight Naruto. So fucking good. So they start off hand-to-hand combat, then they start kind of upping the ante a little bit with some Rasengans, Chidoris, Shadow Clones, and all that. Then they start getting into their god mode. So we have Sage mode, we have perfect Susanoo here, clashing like this. They have a clashing moment here where they kind of look in each other's like feelings again, and we get that moment again with each other. And all of a sudden, Sasuke just grabs all of the tailed beasts and uses their chakra, absorbs all of them, while Naruto uses a Shadow Clone Jutsu with entailed beast mode like this. So they're having this sky kaiju battle, and then Sage mode enters, and we see like this tri-headed, like nine-handed, nine-tailed fox using like this ultimate Rasen Shuriken Bijou bomb, and then Sasuke uses his strongest attack, Indra's arrow, and just the clash in the colors. Oh my god, it's so fucking good. The anime did a superb job with this fight, as they should have. They gave this the tender loving care that it needed and deserved. Now, here's where we get to this next part. So I'm using manga panels here, and here's the reason why. Because this is just raw emotion and raw footage that we're seeing here. So after Indra's arrow, we have this brawl where Naruto and Sasuke, they're both out of chakra. And you just see them, they're just punching each other. And the anime, again, it goes away with music at this point. We're just hearing these constant hits, these constant blows going against each other. And again, that manga here, it's just so raw. Like, I remember looking at this page and thinking, damn, I can't wait for the anime to get to this. And then we have this awesome shot, which I'm gonna try my best. This whole video, by the way, I'm gonna try my best not to get emotional during. I should have said that at the beginning, but here we are 10 minutes in and I'm already saying it. But we have this awesome shot with like the music playing, where like it pans down, so it's like it's dusk right now, and you keep hearing the punches going, the punches, the kicks, and you just pan down, and then it pans forward, and you just see how desperately Naruto and Sasuke are fighting. It's not again, this isn't a fight just to like prove who's better. This is a fight between ideals, because as much as Sasuke keeps saying he wants to kill Naruto, he had plenty of times to do that, but he won't. Why? Because he's his best friend. And we'll get to that topic here in a little bit. Don't worry. I know there are some critics out there that want to say, oh, Naruto and Sasuke were best friends, but we'll get to that in just a second. So we just pan in, and of course they kind of clash and just kind of go to their knee, and we cut into like the inside world where Kurama, he had gained up enough chakra to give to Naruto, but unfortunately Sasuke got that chakra, and he's about to hit Naruto with a Chidori. That's where a chapter ended, by the way. I want to say it was like 696 or 697, one of those ones. It ended with Sasuke going in with that Chidori, and of course Naruto, out of luck, I'm just gonna say out of luck, he sees that because his headband's like in the river, he sees the reflection of Sasuke. He sees that Sasuke's like Sharingan is affecting him a lot, and he just dodges the Chidori and just uppercuts Sasuke right into the building. And another great job here too. I commend the Japanese voice actors on this. The English one was okay, but just the raw emotion you hear during this fight, even during this part with the brawl, like they're just screaming bloody murder, like they want to hurt each other, but they're trying to get the other to understand their ideals. And that's what this is. It's a battle of ideals. And so you just hear Sasuke just being like over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Like he's getting legitimately pissed off. The facial expressions that they give these characters is so well good. I can't even English well because of it. And he just keeps asking, he's just like, why? Why can't you just die? Why can't you just leave me alone? Let me be alone. And we'll get to that topic here soon. Don't worry. And Naruto just, again, says, you already know why. I'm not going to repeat myself. And this is when we get to this final clash, which I'm trying desperately to hold back emotions for. So, sorry. Naruto just means a lot to me. So we have Kurama inside Naruto. They both notice that Sasuke's charged up is Chidori, using an Inferno style one this time. And Kurama's just like, this is probably going to be our last attack. If I give you any more, I'm probably going to go to sleep for a little bit, and this is going to be it. And as he's talking, he notices that Naruto, he understands, and it's just like is ready to just fist bump him to get the chakra. And we just get reminded that, you know, Kurama came from this place of hatred, and that Naruto like saved him from that. It's really commendable. And then so we have this final clash where Naruto and Sasuke go back in, Chidori versus Rasengan. And we have this part where Sasuke, he's going with the Chidori, and we see like Itachi's hand like kind of be placed on the Chidori. And with Naruto, we see like we see the hands of like all the people that have meant so much to him in his life, and the people that got him from the darkness and were able to save him from that, all helping to form that final Rasengan. And as they're going in, we see them again start from little kids to where they are now, and then they clash, and that's it. And so after this, we get a lot of imagery of them like dead. So they're just kind of seeing them both, and we see that they had known about each other since the darkness started. So with Sasuke, when he noticed that Naruto was also like him, alone and in this darkness, he wanted to approach him and all that, and he wanted to be friends, but he kept seeing it as weakness because he saw that his brother alone could defeat the Uchiha clan and could kill a bunch of people. And so Sasuke, he needed that strength in order to fight his brother, but his strength was right there in front of him. And he's seeing all this as he's talking to Naruto, and they both realize that they could have been much closer. They could have helped lift each other more rather than tear each other apart, because, you know, we see how they are seeing each other from the other's point of view. So Naruto's like in Sasuke's spots a couple times, Sasuke's in Naruto's spots a couple times, and all of a sudden in this like other world, you know, Naruto and Sasuke realize, oh crap, we need to be alive so we can stop the infinite Tsukuyomi. And they kind of wake up, and they talk to each other for a little bit, and then they both pass out again. When they come to, they realize, oh, Sasuke's left? So Sasuke dies? Okay. And he's just coming to terms with everything, being like, how did I get here? You know, this is why I thought this way and all that. And then I'm trying not to get emotional again, but we see this part where he sees where Itachi talked to Naruto, being like, you're the only one that can save Sasuke, save him from the darkness, all that stuff. And Sasuke sees all of Naruto's memories and seeing like where he came from to where he is now. And there's this really great part where it shows like Naruto and Sasuke on two sides, and they keep cutting back and forth. And Naruto keeps gaining more people in his life, making him better. Sasuke keeps going further away. The more people Naruto gets, Sasuke further away. More, until finally Sasuke sees himself in the group. And this is where we get this shot. This shot right here. And this is where I want to talk about this. The biggest theme for Naruto versus Sasuke is loneliness. And I'm going to get a little personal here. I see exactly where this is coming from, because I deal with this a lot in my life. There's a part of me that lives in a darkness because of loneliness. And when you're stuck in this lonely, dark spot, the darkness feels more comforting because you don't want to lose anything. And that's where Sasuke was. He was in the darkness. That's why he was an emo. That's why he was like the way he was. He truly didn't want to lose anything ever again. And so he succumbed himself to the darkness. Whereas with Naruto, who, yeah, he was born without anything else, but he made those bonds. He created those bonds. He learned to nurture those bonds and make them work for him. And loneliness is the hardest thing to combat, because you need other people to help you through that. I had mentioned it earlier with Sakura, where she never gave up on Sasuke, and neither did Naruto. Neither of them gave up on Sasuke, as much as he wanted them to. He wanted to have those ties cut, so that way he could feel vindicated on what he was doing. Because he couldn't do that, he was still just in this darkness. And when you think about it, like, we live in this culture right now where as soon as somebody does something bad, cancel them. They're done. And I agree. I know. I get it. There's a lot of things that people shouldn't be doing. There's a lot of things that just aren't forgivable. But I believe that if somebody is willing to change and willing to do better, then why not give them that chance? I have had many friends that have gone through tough shit in their life, and I never let them go. And that's the message we're getting here, is that not to let go of those who need help. That's why Naruto never stopped. People always want to say, why didn't Naruto stop? Why couldn't he just leave Sasuke alone? That's all he wanted to do. Yeah, he was trying to save Sasuke from himself, because Naruto understood what it means to be in that darkness. Just like how I understand what it means to be in that darkness. Whenever I see somebody that I'm close to or friends with, that's why I'm trying to be friends with everybody that I talk to. Even you in the comments, even little Jimmy trying to like just understand YouTube. Like, this is just who I am. And I actually realized it too. Like, when Naruto, like, they had both woken up, and Sasuke just asked Naruto, what if I do this again? What are you going to do? And Naruto's like, no, I'm going to stop you again. Because this isn't the fight that I wanted. This is me just going to a friend and kicking the shit out of them because they're stupid. And that's the kind of person I like to be. And that's the kind of person I think a lot of people should be. Don't give up on somebody. You can still help people. But like, this shot right here always breaks me, because you just see Sasuke just finally realizing that he's just a dumbass. That he should have just stayed. He could have still gotten his vengeance. He could have still done good for the Uchiha clan. Sorry, I don't mean to get emotional during all this shit. It's just there's a reason that Naruto is the top one for me, and this is one of them. The shit that I learned from this series means so much to me, and I try every single day to live by it, and I challenge you to do the same. So as you know, they both lost an arm because of their clash, and Sasuke apologizes to Sakura, and she's just like, you dumbass, you better be sorry. And Kakashi's so happy to see them. Everybody's just happy together. So Sakura heals both of them, and they're fine. And of course, now we get to this ending moment where Sasuke, he's in jail, but, you know, he gets let out. Kakashi became the 6th Hokage, so that's cool. But with his pleads and with Naruto being the war hero, they were able to pardon Sasuke a little bit. And a lot of people have an issue with this. I personally don't, because again, what I was preaching earlier, just if people want to change, let them change. Let them have that opportunity to change and to be better. And this was Sasuke's moment. He decided, all right, I'm going to walk around the world. I'm going to learn from it, see what it's like, and see if my views kind of change. And we also learned that Tsunade is making a new arm for Naruto out of Hashirama cells. So that's cool. That's neat. But Sasuke decides, no, I don't want a new arm. This is my atonement. This is my payment for what I did. And of course, he taps Sakura on the head, being like, you know, perhaps later we'll fucking do something. And that's pretty much the end. Like, Naruto meets up with Sasuke before he leaves and gives him his headband back. The headband that he held onto for years. And so Sasuke has this prophetic thing about how the shinobi world is and what it means to be a shinobi. One, to take on the burdens of others. And that's supposed to be the end of the series, because then we get the 3rd Hokage's words about a boy with the 9-tailed fox's powers and meeting up with other people and saving the world and all that. And it's really great, but technically that is the end of the story, because the next chapter 700, is like an epilogue where Naruto became Hokage. But A, that didn't get animated until Boruto was a thing, and B, they decided to do some filler to kind of end everything out. So let's just move to the final grade, which is, if you haven't guessed yet, it's an A+. What else more can I say? I mean, Naruto, I do plan on doing like a retrospective of Naruto, just kind of talking about my feelings with it and why it's so important to me. But this is one of those moments of why it is, because it showed me a way of thinking and a way of treating others in life to where we can better each other and be better in return. But I gotta give it an A+. I can't give it anything less than that. But let me know down in the comments what you thought of this arc. You know, be sure to like the video if I entertain you in any way, shape, or form. And of course, subscribe to the channel. Again, I'm doing a promotion where, you know, if we get to 800 subs at the end of June, I'll read some Sonic fan fiction during a live stream and all that. Again, great fucking moment here. There's a reason that Naruto keeps getting compared to the newer series out right now. But next time on the arc reviews, we're going to finish up the series. We got a couple arcs left. A lot of them dealing up with novels that were adapted into the anime. So should be fun. Should be a good time. But as always, people, I've been your old champion. Catch you guys in the next video. See ya.